if you feel that you must perform tips and tricks, if you feel that you have to prove your worthiness in front of your specific person so that you can get them to choose you, if you feel like you have to be a good boy or a good girl, then congratulations, you've made yourself play the role of a pet. Congratulations, you're their pet and they are your master. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get rid of this energy of being the pet that gets happy and wiggles their tail every time the specific person gives you a message. Like if you are wiggling your tail, or you're all happy and you're all grateful when your specific person gives you a message, congratulations, you're still in the energy of being their pet and them being your owner. Now what happens here is that unconsciously you keep yourself in this energy without even realizing it, and unconsciously you put them on a pedestal without realizing it. So what I need you to understand is that you were never their pet, you were their owner. Now for this example, I want you to visualize yourself in a clothing store, and so that you can understand the core of your specific person. Go in a clothing store and see the mannequins that are displayed in front of the clothing store, like the mannequins that are models for their collection. Can you see how the mannequins are in perfect human face shape, and they are like as tall as you, but they don't cease to be mannequins. Now what happens with your specific person, they are a mannequin, but they do have like this meat suit. They're not from plastic, but it's the same thing. Like they have the same components in them. They have no free will, they do obey what you say, therefore they act as mannequins, like marionettes. Now when you were little, do you know how you used to play with the toys, and you used to make them play some characters and you were the main hand leading the toys to do whatever you wanted them to do? This is exactly how your specific person behaves. They are toys, mannequins, and you play with them every time when you decide that you want to have this experience with them or not. Now what happens when you're in the energy of being their pet and them being your owner, what happens is that you play with them in a wrong way for you, because you don't really actually get what you want. You do get to wiggle your tail every time you make them call you, because when they call you, when they reach out to you, when they come giving you your commitment, when they come giving you your relationship, when they come giving you the love and the respect that you desired, is not actually them giving you anything. You are giving it to yourself through them. So it's not actually, they're not to be held accountable for anything, because they are only obeying you. They are only reflecting you. So if anything, if they come up all loving and respecting you and worshiping you, it's you respecting yourself, it's you worshiping yourself through them. Now what I see in this community is that many people, they do start affirming for their specific person without actually changing themselves, without actually bothering themselves to see the truth in, I'm God, I'm the only creator of my reality. They jump to the, okay, I'm God, so how do I get him or her to do what I want? But you don't actually realize that you've been doing this all along. You've been manifesting your specific person since birth, and not only this specific person, every specific person, every person in your reality is a manifestation of you. Every person in your reality is the toy that you play with. Now, you've been giving them unconsciously commands, unconsciously the roles of the game based on your self-concept, and your self-concept is the image, the impression, the idea you have about yourself. And I'm going to give you the example of, many people say, I do have a great self-concept, but I still don't get the treatment that I want from my specific person. Well, this is the self-concept in itself. Like, I know I'm amazing, I know I'm the prize, but for this particular toy, I don't feel like I am worthy enough. So it's actually you limiting yourself, you telling lies about yourself, you putting yourself in roles that you don't want to play, like wiggling your tail every time your specific person calls you, because you don't understand that it's actually you calling yourself. It's actually you treating yourself with respect through the vessel of your specific person. So now that we've established that your specific person is a toy, you're the only one playing with them. They are not playing with you. They don't have the ability because they don't have life into them. You breathe life into them. Therefore, they are moving mannequins with a meat suit vessel. Okay? So they are human-shaped, formed toys. you bring life into them. They don't have the capacity to choose, or they don't have the capacity or ability to do anything else that it's not in the scenario. It's like you shouldn't be afraid, or you shouldn't be waiting or expecting that the scenario won't go as planned. There is no element of surprise because you've decided the game, you've decided how the scenario goes, how the role goes. So now, keeping this in mind, because these are the two fundamentals, and you ask me, but how do I apply, CJ? Well, you apply by thinking the way I explain to you. You apply by knowing that, first of all, your specific person is a mannequin. It's a toy that you play with. And second of all, you are their owner. They are your pets. It's not that you're the pet and they're the owner, and you get happy every time that they give you a treat, or that you have to perform some tricks, or you have to become a good boy or a good girl in order to receive something. As God of your reality, you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Like, look at me. You can be a cold-ass, soulless motherfucker as I am and still receive love. Most of our childhood, we've been under the impression, under the false illusion, under the conditioning, and I've seen many creators say that we've had this conditioning from others, but no, actually you've had it from yourself. You've conditioned yourself to believe that you must give love or give something in order to receive something. But what you must give in order to receive is your command. What you must give is the awareness of self, that I am perfect as I am. I don't have to upgrade myself. I'm already perfect. I'm already upgraded. I don't have to prove myself in front of my pets. I don't have to prove myself in front of my toys in order to play with them, because the toys don't have the power to decide whether I'm good enough or I'm worthy enough to play with them. So what you do next, once you understand that it was never a matter of worthiness or being deserving, what you do next is you start attributing the roles in the play, and you start playing with your toys the way you want them to behave. And this is actually quite easy, because as soon as you understand that, it has no other choice to be so, because I'm in charge here. I'm the operant power of my reality. I'm the one that says how it goes. The toys are soulless. They cannot actually have the power to decide, or they don't have the power to express their opinion, because any opinion they express, it's my opinion reflected back to me. So the only reason they talk and the only reason they seem to express desires is because it's a reflection of you. And let's just take, for example, because toys don't have desires, they don't have opinions, they don't have the freedom to will something. That's what free will means. They don't have the freedom to desire anything, because they're not real. They don't have a brain of their own. They cannot do their own thinking. So when you come in my comments and you say, but CJ, he told me he doesn't want to be with me. Think about that. Before he expressed his desire, so to be, did you have any thoughts like, I'm not worthy, maybe I'm not the best choice, maybe there's someone else better than me, maybe I'm not his type? How else would you want how else would you want your assumption to be reflected back to you, if not through an illusionary desire, with them expressing to you that I don't want this? It's not them expressing their desires, it's your assumption being reflected back to you through some words. Otherwise, how would you intermingle in this reality if they wouldn't speak, okay, or if they didn't behave? You wouldn't get this word reflected. So they reflect your assumptions back to you by words, apparently desires. Now, once we've established this, they are a toy, they cannot possibly have desires, they are just reflecting you. Now what you do, being entitled and knowing that you're the only one in control, and knowing that you're in the middle of a illusionary world that you created for yourself, you start deciding what it is that you want to experience. And you decide, like, I want a happy marriage with this vessel, with this toy. Like, I want to play with this toy, and I want the game to be mommy and daddy. I don't know, whatever the game you want to be. And once you've set your intention, you allow it to unfold in the 3D. There's nothing for you to do. Don't get all wiggly-tailed when you see your specific person coming to you with gifts and being in love with you, because this is you giving it to yourself. So it's not like they get the congratulations, he's so amazing, I'm so fucking lucky, this is so good to be true, I cannot believe this is happening, I cannot believe how good it gets. No, it's you giving it to yourself. It's you prizing yourself, it's you gifting yourself. So they don't hold the power to make you happy because you make yourself happy through them. That's why they don't even hold the power to make you sad, because you made yourself sad through them. So whenever you get a good reflection from your 3D, and whenever you get to like your commitment, your marriage, don't be like a fucking pet wiggling your tail and being happy that 3D gave you a treat. You're no fucking pet. You're the owner. How do you behave being the owner? How do you behave being the pet? See the difference. See if many times maybe you behaved as being the pet, being grateful and all this bullshit, and being happy that, oh, it's so good to be true. When you see that you've behaved as a pet, the easiest way to embody the state of being the owner is by refusing to be the pet and understanding the truth for what it is. I'm the fucking owner here. I'm not in a fucking kennel. I'm not the dog. I know I'm the owner of the dogs. These are my dogs. These are my servants. These are my slaves. I know that they are soulless pieces of meat that I give myself things through. And no, maybe it's sad, yeah, because what would you do in a world where no one else exists and no one else is able to think? But isn't this also freeing? Like, you have nothing to fear, you have nothing to worry, because you know that everything is going to be your way, because they don't have the free will to decide anything. They are your toys. They are willingly playing their part. Neville Goddard. Your specific person, your people are willingly playing their part into aiding you get your manifestation. They are instruments. And this is not me or any other creator that talks about manifestation. This is not us being soulless or, I don't know, bad motherfuckers. We just understood that we are in a world surrounded by our own illusions. So why don't you accept this and start creating the life of your dreams? And when your life of your dreams will manifest, don't be quick to think that this is too good to be true. You owe it to yourself. You think of all the years and all the time you've invested into understanding your God. Let this repay. You repay yourself by giving yourself your manifestation. You love yourself so much that you allow yourself to have it. No one to ask for permission. You don't ask for permission for your toys when you play with them. No one to question, no one to talk to, no one to impress because they're already impressed, no one to amaze, no one to try and get them to fall in love with you because by default they're already in love with you. That's it, guys. So many golden nuggets here. I hope you got it. For all of you that are tired of being the pet and tired of wiggling your tail at every good circumstance the 3D gives you, when it's actually you giving it to yourself, I've created a video course, Make Them Addicted to You, Make Them Worship You. The link will be in the comments. If you're tired of being the pet, if you're tired of being I don't know, the slave of your reality, it's a villain mindset. Till next time, see you guys.